What's good, YouTube? This Josh Creates here with another video in a long time. It's been a while, but I'll explain that for another video. That'll be for another video. Right now, let's get back to work. Let's get into it. So right now we have TikTok rant about expensive car payments, expensive car notes, car insurance. You already know how it is. They're still jacking up the prices. They're still finessing us. They are still stealing our money, basically, for no reason. Let's get right into it.
Now, I don't understand in this generation, people want to have like expensive car notes, like over $600, $700, $800, $900, $1,000 each month. I know some people who have that much. They have to pay each month for their car alone. Without the insurance, a car alone. Listen, I recommend y'all, like anything, to have a car note. If you're gonna finance it, make sure you get something that's under $400 a month. Now, the ones that probably gonna come in the comment section and say, hey, it's best to have the car paid off. Kudos to you, congratulations. You don't have to put it in my comment section. But if you want to finance a car, make sure you pay like at least under $400. Under $400 is what I would recommend paying on a car note each month. Under $400, and that's it. Now, I don't know how people can do it with this, with this expensive economy right now, paying way over $800. $700, $600, whatever, a month. I just don't understand how y'all do it, man. Like, y'all, I don't know. Y'all wonder why y'all be stuck with those car payments for the rest of your life. Y'all just need to. You don't have to have that flashy car and stuff like that. People want to have flashy, technology and stuff. Listen, all you need is like a navigation map in your car. That's it. You don't need to have all this extra stuff inside your car. That's it. You don't need to have none of that stuff, man. Just get a car that's going to get you from point A to point B, and that's it. That's all I wanted to say today, but hope y'all have a blessed day today and stay safe. Peace.
He has a point. But a lot of people are trying to, like, how should I say this, size up the amount that they have to owe on a car and how good of a condition the car is, because you don't want a car that's like a certain amount of mileage, right? You don't want a car that's a certain amount of mileage and then you have to pay it off in like 5 years. You yourself are gonna jack up the mileage because you need the car. The payments may be $400 or less, but you just don't know what type of certain maintenance that will come with it. Now, if you are like aware of like certain maintenance that you have to do, like oil changes, tire rotations, certain fluid changes, and all that stuff, then fine. The car should still work properly. It should still work properly after you pay off the car. But if you're a person that don't really know, like, oh man, the alternator might have to go out. Mind you, I changed 4 alternators in like the past 2 years. Me myself. And certain wiring, certain things are like going wrong with the car. That's a lot. And it's like, oh, you have to trace down this issue. And most of the time, it pops up when you're not even close to paying off on the car. That's what's like scary. So that's why people go to like actual dealerships, like a Kia dealership, a Ford dealership, which is not good. Mazda, Toyota, Honda. They go to the dealership and they actually get a car off the lot, and that's why we see payments. Even though like it's still inflated payments, that's why we see payments above 400, 500, in the 700 range is average now. It's like, hey, I'd rather get like a car that doesn't have no problems at all, no history of like anyone else. I'm basically the first driver of this car. It benefits you if you know like the maintenance schedule and knowing what to do. But then again, the car will tell you. These days, cars will tell you what needs to be changed. Oil change, right tire pressure, left tire pressure. This is not old vehicles no more. So that's why I would recommend people getting a new car and like thugging it out with like the car note, or get a car that has like the features of the technology of it telling you like what could be wrong, like you know something wrong with the engine, this on the left side of the engine, this sensor is not working properly, please see, instead of like tracing it, instead of tracing the issue. That's the issue, and that's why people would want a new car, and I recommend that too. I i, I was going to explain some other things, but that's for another video. Let's continue.
So everybody car note is $700 or more.
Yes.
And don't come on here lying saying that your car note is $400 because I'm not gonna believe you unless you show proof. Since I have been buying cars, I have not paid under $400 for a car note. And when my car note was $400.01, that was back in 2017. Every vehicle I have purchased since then has been at least $550 or more. So what y'all doing to these vehicles that we gotta pay so much money? And don't come out here talking about you got good credit, cause everybody don't have a 800 credit score. And it's like everybody that I seen recently that bought a car, it's been like $850, $900, sometimes $1,000. Why y'all want so much for these vehicles? Like, no, they must gonna talk to me. They must gonna drive for me or something. So, what kind of vehicle you got and how much your car note is? I got a 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee,
Ooh.
and I paid $699.39 a month.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm trade that in ASAP. And she said like, why are cars so expensive? They gotta talk to her. They gotta drive her, self drive her, and all. They don't self drive. Most cars don't have that feature yet, but they do talk to you. They do talk to you. I went to an auto show, Toyota. Was it Toyota? No, it was an auto show in general, Miami International Auto Show, and I went to the Toyota section. I got in the Toyota Tundra TRD Pro, and the guy was actually talking to me. Some guy that worked there, I guess, he was talking to me inside the vehicle and stuff like that. So yeah, there's one. That's one way of talking to you. But the other way, like I said previously, it could tell you. Most cars will tell you like distance to empty, your total average MPGs, the temperatures outside, all that stuff, and what you know could pop up. Now you have an app where you can track your car's health, and it'll tell you like what's wrong. That's why I think cars are expensive these days, because it's like you can catch on to these things if you're smart, and then try to do it yourself, and you'll probably never have to go to a mechanic or never have to go to the dealership to get it fixed. All up to you. That's one way, and that's all I wanted in a vehicle. And I think that's what everybody should want in a vehicle. That, Bluetooth with navigation, and not no messed up history that a previous owner did and is hiding, a big issue. That's messed up. So let's continue.
All right. So the
Oh
black one,
no.
I pay $3,100 a month.
Mm,
The gray one, I pay $2,900 a month, so a total of $6,000 for these two. The
mm.
car that is in um, Houston with my brother, which is the Cadillac Vistic, which I'll put in here. I pay $1,700 a month to get both of my car to wash every 2 weeks, $120. So total of $240 a month. Insurance is about $1,100 every 6 months for both of these cars, but for all three is $3,400 every 6 months, which is not bad. So
Hey, what?
total, I pay $7,800 worth of car notes. Every 6 months, I pay $3,500 for insurance and $240 a month for car washes. What do you think? Is that too much to pay for three luxury cars? Put it down in the comment below.
That's too much. Some older cars still have the same features as those.
It's crazy to me. People are driving around with $700 car payments, and that payment doesn't include insurance. I always tell myself, when I get close to paying my car off, I'm gonna get a new one. I'm gonna trade it in. I'm gonna get a new one. And the moment I hit that last car payment, I said, no, ma'am. I'm gonna drive this motherfucker till the engine fall out.
And when y'all talking about people having car notes, I want you to know that most people don't wake up like, hey, let me plummet myself into debt. Right? The reality is that it's much easier to come up with $1,500 to $2,000 for a down payment than it is to come up with $10,000. Yes, I said $10,000 because this is not 10 years ago. You need at least $10,000 to buy a decent cash car that doesn't need a whole bunch of work. The days that you could spend $3,500, $4,500, even $5,500 or $5,000 on a decent car that lasted is gone. Everything has gone up. I literally seen somebody selling a 2015 for $8,000, a 10-year-old car. You want to know? I had two 10-year-old cars, right? In 2012, I got a 2002 Ford Taurus, and that was $2,500. 2014, I got a 2004 Taurus, and that was $3,500. It ain't the same, y'all.
I mean, a 2015 for $8,000, depending on the car brand, which she did not include, that's kind of reasonable. But 8,000 just one time is crazy. 8,000 on a down payment on I'll say from 2026 to like 2020, you're looking at a very, I wouldn't say very low, a nicely low monthly payment of like maybe $300 to $600, $500. Yeah. But you lost me at the Ford Taurus. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, don't ever get that.
I got a car note and have not smiled since that day. I'm just joking, I love my car. But like, the insurance is like a double whammy slap in the face. I didn't crash all year. Why doesn't my insurance give me a little 10% reimbursement? Not even a thank you card? Nothing. Honestly, my car note is not even bad. It's when it's added with everything, when everything else comes into the mix. It's like every single month, bro. Like, what do you mean every month? Like, can I get a break? What do you mean you're gonna repo it after 2 months? What do you mean? Y'all are too strict. Give me a chance.
Yeah, it's videos like this, man, that makes people like me think that, man, a cash car is not that bad. If you think about it, like I didn't have did I have a Facebook Marketplace car? No, I got an OfferUp car. My last vehicle was an OfferUp car. I never got a Facebook Marketplace car yet, but my last car was on OfferUp. It was a 2001 Toyota 4Runner. It started up like a champ every time. It did have like a little issue where the battery would drain very frequently. I thought it was an alternator. I changed the alternator on my own. Mind you, the OEM alternator was still good. I tested that. I changed the alternator in like a year. For a year. No, I changed the alternator. And after a year, I went to go test the OEM alternator, the original one. The original one was still in good condition, dog. So I just wasted my money for no reason. But then again, best to be safe than sorry. Now I have two alternators. Well, had, because I traded it in. Yes, I traded it in a 2001 Toyota 4Runner, something that's very known for lasting long. Didn't have no real problems. Didn't have no engine problems. I took it to a mechanic a very well trusted mechanic that's been working on cars for over 30 years. Engine compartment, department, whatever. Mainly, he's been working on the engine of vehicles for over 30 years. So he knows. He even told me this is a good vehicle. This is the best. And I knew. That's why I got it. But then it hit me. I'm there like, wow, this year I want to go more places. I want to go out more. And it's like, dang, I still have things to fix on the vehicle. You know, my AC wasn't bad, and living in South Florida, you got no AC, you're killing yourself in the car. Suspension was like a rock. It was tough. You boom, every bump you go over, boom. And you know, I have faith in it. Not only that, it's a 2001. At that time, cars didn't, especially like the 4Runner, didn't develop like the type of material and safety material for the vehicle to combat like vehicle impacts in a car crash. So even though it's a body on frame vehicle, it's still tough. But I'll be driving my mother around a lot, and it's like I want her to be in the best comfort. She has back pain, and yeah, 2001 in 2026. I'm sorry, it was a 25-year-old vehicle. Like I had to upgrade it. I had to trade it in and get a newer vehicle with AC. And now that I taught myself like proper maintenance, I do the maintenance on my own. Even though I could just take it to Toyota to do the maintenance for free, which is what I paid for. I know what to do now. So definitely gonna trade in this Toyota RAV4 that I have now for a 4Runner. I just love it so much. But let's continue.
Man, the worst thing you can have is a car note.
Tell me.
That's the worst thing you can have, especially if you can't afford it. And the numbers are in. CNN said that 70% of Americans are behind on their car payments and can't even afford the cars they drive. So most people going there to get these car notes just to impress a stranger at the light for a half a second that they'll never meet or be introduced to. You gotta be weird with your money, man. You cannot get caught up in letting everybody else, oh man, you need to flex it. Oh, you need to show it. Oh, you need to pop it. No. All these folks talking about pop it, they scamming, they selling drugs. They doing all type of stuff that goes against God's kingdom. Can't do what they do. They gonna have their time, trust me. They're gonna have their time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Instead, you should want to pop it in the kingdom. That's the real pop it. When you pop it, when you get to the kingdom, that's the real pop it. Doing the right thing every day, that's really popping it. I just saw some online the other day, and the lady, she had like a phone scam going on where she was calling old people and getting their numbers switched over from their SIM cards and hacking into their phones and stealing their retirements and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now she got 20 years in jail, but she online posting all type of motivational quotes and stuff under her pictures and wearing all type of designer and bust down watches and stuff. Like, how can you be cool with making a living off stealing from old people, man? They done worked their whole life, taking their retirements and stuff. 20 years ain't long enough. All them people need to be paid back their money, man. But the point is, man, don't get caught up in trying to impress people, because you're going to end up doing a lot of stuff that you don't want to do.
I'm gonna have to pause it. A lot of people are trying to impress other people, and a lot of people are not trying to impress other people. For example, now when I call this person out, I don't know their mindset, but I'm just saying it as an example because they just seem like it. Earlier in this video, the two Cadillacs, and she was paying like what, 3,400 or seven on both, 7,000 on like 3 vehicles. She said she had 2 in the garage in the driveway right there, and then 1 in Houston at another home. If you could afford it, go ahead. But right now, I don't know. I'm gonna just use her as an example. The lady earlier in this video with the 2 Cadillac something SUVs. There was a black one and like a nice blue one. She seems like she's a flashy person. But that's her. But not everybody's like trying to flash. Like sometimes people just need new cars. Like a lot of people are understanding that, hey, in today's time, people are selling cash cars, used cars for like ridiculous amount of prices. And sometimes, most of the times, they have hidden issues. Most of the times, it's high mileage. You can't trust nobody. You really can't. I could have kept my 4Runner. I did everything. I made sure I cleared up all the issues that it had, like that it's known to have. Changed the lower ball joints and everything. And it could have gone even a longer time, but something was wrong with it where the driver's side tire was more pushed in than the passenger side tire, and it kind of looked off centered. And yeah, I was like, you know what, bro? Let me just start from scratch. But not everybody is trying to show off. People just have no choice but to do this. Like one of the ladies said, I think the lady before this video, she said sometimes like a $1,500 down payment is better than paying for $8,000 total for a car with high mileage and unknown issues, hidden issues. Sometimes it's just better, though. Let's continue.
You end up doing a lot of stuff that you don't want to do to try to keep up with folk that don't care about you. These wicked folks, this wicked world don't care about you. People see your stuff and be admired for a second, then they want to rob and take everything you got.
That's true. That's true.
If you ever get blessed to get rich or wealthy, be quiet about it. Don't tell nobody nothing. Be quiet. Shut your mouth.
That's true. That's true. That is true. I agree with him. I agree with him. Don't let nobody know what you have. Oh, that's it? Alright, that is it for this video, guys. I was about to say something the last second, but I lost my train of thought, man. I lost my train of thought. Let me go back and see what he said. Let me go back.
People see your stuff and be admired for a second, then they want to rob and take everything you got.
I remember now. So when you have a car note, a lot of people will start to do things, maybe on the side, start a side hustle, just to come up with like extra money in their account so they could not drown too much from the car.